What's up, nail geeks, and welcome to a super special video this week. We've got BKL having a new collection. That's right, BKL is here with an anniversary set inspired by the Fourth Wing collection book. So this is definitely a set that you're going to want to sit down for, and I'm super excited that we're going to get a collection from BKL because these are wonderful. And granted, every month that I've done her PPU and the Fandom Flakies and whatnot always reminds me just how incredibly talented Sarah and Tim are. And this set is amazing. So super excited for that. There are also going to be mystery polishes launched alongside this release. So more on that at the very end of the video. But I want to make it very clear that I will show spoilers for two of them in the set. So again, more on that when I get to that part of the video, but please note if you don't want them spoiled, I'm going to make sure to do a really long transitional thing at the end of the video when I get to the spoilers so that if you don't want them to be spoiled for you, you can skip that. There are going to be timestamps on the video, so you can, watch the Fourth Wing collection, and if you want to, you could just skip on the timestamp. I will make damn sure that there's plenty of clearance for that. So I just want to throw that out there. Spoiler is at the very end of the collection. So just check out my timestamps in the description box to avoid that. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's check out what the Fourth Wing collection looks like. And first up, we've got A Dragon Without a Rider is a Tragedy. This is described as an olive base with cyan to purple to pink to green multi-chrome pigment. So I would describe the base color as a prugly sort of olive green. At indoor lighting, you're going to see this lovely bluish sort of cast. It's almost got this indigo sort of immediate color roll to it too. At more extreme angles, you're going to see that lovely pink to green, just like straight up glowing action. Now for opacity, I'm going to suggest 3 coats. This entire collection is made up of beautiful, strong, dramatic shimmers. So I think they are intentionally left a touch on the more sheer side to allow the shimmer to pop through. You can get an idea of that immediate shift on my full hand shot there, and on my macro shot, you'll see that glowy look. I would suggest 3 coats and a glossy top coat to get this one to pop. And next is To Teach Us About Our Past. This is a milk chocolate base with large particle green to blue shimmer. So I honestly feel like the shimmer is playing up against that base color when you are applying. I think the base color does appear to be some sort of brownish sort of color, but I think the shimmer warms it up and it almost makes it look like it's got an orange cast to it. So on my monitor here, I do think it's coming off color accurate. So it is this dusky brownish sort of burnt orange appearance. Again, I'm going to suggest 3 coats for opacity. Across the board, if you have a really prominent free edge, most of the stronger, more jelly-like shimmers in this collection, you are going to see your visible nail line. And that just means that it will probably topper pretty well. And next is The Right Way Isn't the Only Way, my personal top pick out of the entire shebang. This is described as a deep violet base with emerald to blue to purple to pink multi-chrome shimmer. This is on the jellier side, similar to the previous two, but when you build it up, it takes on more of that true multi-chrome opacity. It's lovely. It's incredibly shifty in person. Indoor lighting and dull lights, you're going to see what you see right here with just the one finger shot. It's a true purple type of base, but the shimmer kind of gives it this blurple sort of effect, and you'll get that lovely emerald green. Now the shift you're going to see dominantly is going to immediately roll over to purple and pink, and at more really extreme angles, I did see a touch of gold. So it's very lovely. Now it does state in our PR notes that this one may stain, and on my dip layer, it did stain me. So just want to throw that out there for some caution. I would suggest 3 coats on this one too. And next is Don't Borrow Tomorrow's Trouble. This is described as a deep red base with blue to purple to pink multi-chrome shimmer. It does state in our PR information that this one also may stain. However, I did not have that issue with this, but you'll definitely want to wear a good base coat with this one because I can definitely see how pigmented this one is. Again, I would suggest 3 light to normal coats depending on your nail length and any artificial enhancements you might have. This builds up incredibly opaque like the previous one, and it gives that more strong, true multi-chrome sort of effect. It's very glowy in person. I mean, Honestly, all of these are. They just blew me away. They're absolutely stunning. And this is going to give you that strong sapphire jewel toned type of blue glow. And at more extreme angles, you're going to see that nice glowy sort of pink. On this one, I'm going to suggest 2, possibly 3 coats depending, and a good glossy top coat because it does dry down quite flat. And next is Lies Are Comforting. This is a vibrant red with large particle red to green shimmer. This one also states that it might stain. I personally did not have staining with this one, so just throwing that out there. This is absolutely a true, almost primary, almost cool toned sort of red in the base, but the shimmer warms it up. This is dramatic. It's in your face. It comes across as this really nice jewel toned sort of red. At angles, I had no issues seeing a nice orange cast to the color roll. It's lovely. At the more extreme angles, you'll see the green shift. Now, I'm going to suggest 3 coats for this one too. It just dramatically built up so well that I would strongly suggest finishing off with 3. It also dries down quite flat, so again, I would suggest a good glossy top coat. And next up, we've got Truth is Painful. This is a sheer cornflower blue full of red to orange to green aurora shimmer. Obviously, this one is my second pick in the collection. It does have an intentionally very sheer formula to it, so this is going to layer up perfectly depending on what base you're going to wear with it, which you'll see in the Will It Topper segment. I'm going to suggest 3 coats if you choose to wear it alone. Go in normal. The dry down time is perfect, so there's no need to go sparse or anything on your coats. And build up that shimmer to just pop ridiculously well. Indoor lights, you're going to see the standard lovely reddish sort of cast, and it easily shifts over to an orange and green at angles. In a moment here on my macro shot, you'll see some of that color roll. It's delicious, and if you're like me and you really like those shimmery blues, this is really versatile to add to your collection. And next is You're Making Us Look Bad. This is a cobalt blue base with blue to purple shimmer. This would have to be my 3rd pick in the set. It's beautiful, and while it is a shimmer, it mostly comes off very, very metallic-like, almost chrome-like when you build it up. I'm going to suggest 3 coats once again, and you'll be good to go, and that's regardless of your free edge length, pretty much across the board. This also dries down flat despite having that almost metallic sort of feel when you build it up. And as you can see on that 3rd coat, that just makes it worth it right there. It does have a bit of a purple sort of shift to it. I do agree with that. However, I feel like it's just a touch more subtle than, say, some of the other ones we've seen in the collection. Still incredibly glowy though. And lastly, we've got Strength of Courage. This is a sheer blurple with strong gold to green shimmer. This one is reminiscent of House on Haunted Chill. I used to own that one way back in the day, and I can definitely get some vibes from that in how it applies with that nice jelly formula and the really strong shimmer. So I'm going to suggest 3 coats here too. This is really lovely. I feel like you can absolutely play up with the bases on that, and I'm realizing that I'm totally getting ahead of myself here. But yeah, these are just really something else. There's a ton that you can use underneath, and if you just wanted to wear them by themselves. I'm also going to suggest 3 light to normal coats, as this one does have a squishy factor, so you can have a touch of over buildup if you're not careful, and finish with a good glossy top coat to get that shimmer to shine. And finally, we have the Will It Topper segment. This is where I swatch the polishes over a black swatch stick, because if it pops over black, it will more than likely be able to layer up well over other creams, giving you more ways to wear your polishes. So being that this is a shimmer collection, we're going to see some pretty awesome stuff here. And a dragon really popped well. It definitely took away the base color itself, and that shimmer is so shifty. I definitely appreciate that it's a larger particle type of shimmer. Next, we've got To Teach Us. This one looks awesome. You're going to get a strong gold, almost lime type of yellowish cast to it too. It's really lovely. And The Right Way, my favorite, is Glorious. It does, I know you can't really see it a whole lot on the video, but you can see that there is a bluish sort of cast left over from the base color. Don't Borrow Tomorrow's Trouble looks awesome. This one also retained a bit of the base color too, so I think this will still look fantastic over pretty much anything, especially dark colors. Lies Are Comforting retain that reddish sort of glow, and because it dispersed the shimmer as a topper, You can really, truly see that orange glow. It's just more dramatic in person. Truth is painful. This almost looks like a straight up topper in my opinion. So you can layer this over pretty much any color. It will give you a slight blue cast. So I honestly think that's even better. You're Making Us Look Bad looks great. This is what I would consider almost like a metallic sort of topper. It's really interesting and it's very, very dense. And Strength of Courage, of course, looks great. This one also gives this almost metallic sort of feel as a topper. To me, it almost looks like it's a foil when you wear it like this. And here is our family shot. Everyone's all dried down. It looks like a really vampy sort of holiday collection like that. Okay, so this is the part of the video where there's going to be the mystery spoilers. I have 2, and so far, if I'm not mistaken, on our PR notes, it did state that we have 12 total. She did say there might be a 13th, but as of right now, there is 100,000% 12 mystery polishes. So the mystery polishes are all inspired by Leon from Resident Evil. They're ranges from his quotes and little pieces here and there from the games. They're awesome. So we're gonna go over that, the 2 that I got, and we'll go from there. I did chat with a few other swatchers, and it seems like we all got different ones, which is amazing. So be sure to keep your eyes peeled for that. I would check out BKL's Instagram and see who else is swatching, and maybe you'll see the other ones if you want them spoiled, that is. So now that I made sure to have this super long and drawn out, again, this is your final warning. I'm going to spoil 2 of the mystery polishes in this launch. And you want to hear the shop information and the launch information, go in my description box right now and click on the timestamp for the recap portion of the video so you don't spoil it. Otherwise, if you want to see the 2 that I got, then stay tuned and let's check them out. Spoiler alert. This is absolutely your last call. This is where you are 100% going into the place of no return. And here's your spoiler. There you go. That's it. That's all you get. Time to go home. Turn off the video. There's nothing else to see here. Just kidding. The first step I have is I Was Almost a Pancake. This is described as a grape purple base with gold to red multi-chrome shimmer. This is lovely. It's very pretty, and it builds up well at 3 coats. If you are rocking nubbins, you might be able to get away with 2 coats, but to really maximize that shimmer and get that vampiness to pop, I think that 3rd coat is absolutely necessary. This is what I would consider more of a wine-ish sort of color, and at angles, you'll see that copper shimmer shift over to this lovely, luxurious gold. It's very nice, and I think this is really perfect for fall. It does dry down very flat though, so you'll want to use a glossy top coat if this is one of the ones that you end up with. And then finally, we've got a Warm Welcome. That was the second one I received. This is described as a creamsicle orange Doomicorn sibling with the same green to aqua to blue shimmer. So at this rate, I have a couple of them in my possession, and this shimmer I'm a huge fan of. It's glorious, and it just looks so beautiful depending on whatever base that Sarah puts in it. I'm going to suggest 3 coats, again, if this is the one that you end up with. And it does have that more sheer type of look to it. Honestly, I can see this popping so well against an orange, like a neon orange base, or maybe even a nice pumpkin-y orange for fall and Halloween nails. If you wear it by itself, 3 coats and a good glossy top coat is perfect. Now to wrap up our little spoiler section, of course, I'm going to do the Will It Topper section on them. I Was Almost a Pancake looks great. It definitely takes on more of that strong copper sort of vibe, almost that metallic look here too. And a Warm Welcome, obviously it's a Doomicorn sibling, looks great, and you can easily wear this over any color. And then this is our little mystery duo right here. You can see them together all dried down. So the launch for this collection is going to start September 15th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. There is going to be a limit of 1 polish or 1 mystery bag per household at this time. So that's going to go until September 18th. At that time at midnight, that is going to be lifted, and then you can just order what have you if you wanted to order more mystery bags or if you wanted to get backups for the collection, things like that. She does state that if you order multiple mystery bags, there is no guarantee that they are going to be completely different. So you might get duplicates. And that's mostly because they did come in these I can't find it here with me, but they come in these beautiful red velvet bags and they're already prepackaged and stuff. So if you don't want duplicates, unfortunately, there's not a way to circumvent that. Now, the pre-order is going to end September 22nd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. There is also a soft cap on all items across the board. There's going to be a cap of 1,000 for the mystery bags and totaling $12.50. So there is a soft cap. If the whole, order, I know we're like ants on a popsicle, but if that's exceeded, she did state that she will need to do some little extra inventorying, some calculated math going on there, and then it'll probably go into a pre-order status, which will have a 3 to 4 week turnaround time. So I'm going to have all this information broken out in the description box below, including the link on where to shop and BKL's Instagram if you want to see additional information, all that stuff, what they're posting. And this is just so exciting. I'm super stoked and I'm super geeked about the Leon mystery bags. I thought that was a really nice little touch there too. So again, description box and you'll be good on all the information. Stay tuned. I've got even more amazing things to show you guys. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.